Hey folks, welcome back to another video. I'm going to try to fix the climate control system in the cockpit of our Encore because it stopped working. It doesn't switch between defrost and dash, and the temperature control stopped working. The part is made by Globus Industries out of Brazil, and the only company that I found, legitimate company that I found in the States that has them, is charging over $800 for the replacement part. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So I'm going to try to take it apart and see what's going on with it. Maybe I can repair it and save a little money. So stick around. All right, this is what we're doing. Here's the piece. This is how it's held in. There's one nut on the back. It's a 1/2 inch nut. And it got this little clamp. So I reached underneath. It wasn't even tight. I didn't even need to use a wrench, to be honest with you. That slides off. That slides off. There's the connector with the brain. There's the standard connector that will control your doors and defroster door, dash, floor door. All right, so there's 4 screws in the back. I'm gonna take these screws out, open this up, and then find out why my controls aren't doing anything. And you could feel it's not really engaging. I have clicks, but it's not really engaging anything inside, I can tell. Four screws. I already started them. There's the 4 screws. Here's the label on the back of the unit. It gives you some details of what the model number is, where it's the manufacturer, but it's made in Brazil. It says it right there, made in Brazil. I got all 4 screws out. I'm going to separate components now. So here's the circuit board, the brain. On the back side we have the 2 buttons for the air conditioner and the recirculation. These guys right here, so this thing, that's your fan speed control. That works just fine. It's these guys here that weren't engaging. So if we look inside this plastic handle, I don't know if you can pick it up on this camera, but there's a little plastic tab in there that we don't have in this one, which tells me that that little plastic tab needs to be controlling inside here. So I'm gonna pop that little plastic tab out, see if we can get it to line up again and put it back together, and it should work. That's really good news that that plastic tab is still in there. So I'm just gonna pry up on this guy a little bit. I got it out. So here we go. It's got a keyway. That's it, that's in. And now you can see it's turning the whole pot. I think that's what it is, a potentiometer. Pot, like a guitar has. And there's the other one. So now we have 3 controls for the knobs to connect to. I don't know why they came out. Maybe they weren't seated all the way when they put it together, but at least I know if it comes apart again, I'll be able to fix it. But hopefully it doesn't happen in the middle of a long drive. this guy goes back in here. The knobs only go in one way. So there's a slot with 3 holes in it, but the knobs, they don't go in all 3 ways. It only goes in one way. Maybe it goes in there like that. So I'm holding the back and I'm going to spin it and press a little bit till it seats. That's it. Now it's all the way down. Locked, locked, and locked. Here's the back of the buttons. Alright, so now I got to get all these things lined up. I'm going to turn them all the way to the left. That would be all the way down, all the way to whatever it is, all the way to the left. That should be there. That should be all the way on cold. And I'll bet you, ooh, that's backwards. Let's fix this. They got stops in it. So we're on 0. This thing should fall right in here. There's a problem. This guy here is not really spinning the right way. Alright, so this is important. At the bottom of this white ring there are 2 stops. And there's also a corresponding stop inside the knob. So I want to make sure I line them up. So maybe instead of spinning, all right, now that knob is all the way to the left. So now I got to seat this inside. That's all the way to the left. That's all the way to the left. Oh, that fell right back in together. All right, and that's doing what it's supposed to do now. So, which tells me that the plastic piece that was inside is also directional. So it can go in 180, and if it's not the proper alignment, it won't spin all the way around. But now we've seen them be properly aligned. Everything's making the proper clicks that it's supposed to be making. So I'm going to put it back together, plug it in, and before I bolt the clamp back on, I'm going to make sure that it works. Alright, so here's a good sign. I just started the coach and it lit up. So when fan's working, it's all cool. May not warm up yet. So right now it's blowing out of the vent. Let's see if I can get it to get on the frost. Oh, it changed. On feet. Blowing out feet, I can hear it. And it's blowing out of the defroster. I can hear it up on the defroster. Ah, I fixed it. Well, that's great news. Just saved myself $800 and a little bit of a headache. I'm gonna hold it back together. Man, that's really good news. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And hopefully I can save you a couple dollars too.